Hey man, let me hit you with something most guys never understand until it's too late. The more you explain yourself, the less she respects you. Not because your reasoning is bad, not because she doesn't understand you, but because explaining is what people do when they're trying to gain permission, when they're trying to soften the blow, when they're hoping to be liked more than they're trying to be respected. But here's the truth, that will change everything. The man who stops explaining himself, he becomes a mystery, he becomes a standard, he becomes the authority in his own life, and that is powerful. When you constantly explain your every move, your every thought, your every intention, you're trying to manage how she sees you. You're trying to control her reaction. And whether you realize it or not, you're putting yourself beneath her, because explaining is rooted in fear. Fear of losing her, fear of being misunderstood, fear of not being good enough unless she validates it. But the man who knows his worth, he speaks, and that's it. He chooses, he acts, he leads, and he lets the chips fall where they may. He doesn't try to defend every decision. He doesn't panic when she questions him. He doesn't dilute his truth just to keep the peace. Why? Because he's not looking for approval. He is approval. You see, when you stop explaining, you shift the entire energy of the interaction. Now she's leaning in. Now she's curious. Now she's analyzing your calm instead of controlling your chaos. And that's the frame where attraction lives. Let's break it down even deeper. A woman may say she wants communication. She may ask you to just be honest or talk more. But what she really wants is a man who doesn't need her to agree with his truth in order to own it. She wants to feel your conviction. She wants to feel your clarity. She wants to feel your masculine edge. And nothing communicates that better than a man who can say, "This is what I've chosen. I understand if you don't like it, but I'm not changing it to make you comfortable." Boom. That's the moment she sees you differently. Not as a boy trying to impress her, but as a man who already has himself. Now, this doesn't mean you become cold or dismissive or arrogant. It means you don't hand over your leadership just because she asks for it. If you made a decision, let it stand. If you said no, don't follow it up with "because." If you need space, don't offer a paragraph explaining why. Say less. Move in silence. Let your actions speak so loudly that she hears your certainty, even in your quiet. Because here's the paradox. The more you try to make her understand, the more she resists. The less you try to convince, the more curious she becomes. Mystery is attractive. Clarity is magnetic. Over-explaining is weak. And deep down, she wants to be led, not controlled, led. By a man who doesn't need to explain why he's leading. He just does it. So ask yourself, do you want her approval or do you want her respect? Because the man who chases approval always explains. But the man who commands respect, he lets the world adjust to him. So from this moment forward, stop giving her a play-by-play. Stop trying to justify your every move. Stop trying to prove that you're not a bad guy. She'll figure that out through your presence, through your groundedness, through the way you move without needing applause. And if she can't handle that, then she was never ready for the real you anyway. Remember this, a man who constantly explains himself is apologizing for his existence, but the man who stands firm in silence, he becomes unforgettable.